So hi everyone, it's Julia, and in today's video we are going to be discussing the whole music debacle with Aaliyah, the fact that her music's coming back out, her estate's not happy about it, all the drama with her uncle Barry Hankerson. But before we get into that, I'd like to give a shout out to today's sponsor, which is Ana Luisa Jewelry. So Ana Luisa Jewelry is a jewelry company that aims in creating pieces that are healthy and sustainable for the environment. They are the first direct-to-consumer brand to go carbon neutral, which means that your carbon dioxide output has a net neutral impact on the environment, which is very helpful for minimizing the impacts of climate change. They also use really great materials such as gold-plated brass and sterling silver, and the silver they use is 100% recycled, and 92.5% of that silver is pure silver. So I think that's really awesome, and they're very transparent about where they get their materials from. You can easily find this on their website. They say where they get them from, what materials they're using, and I think that that just really boosts a brand's authenticity and integrity when you know where the materials are coming from and you know kind of where your money is going, what you're supporting. I think that's very important, and I think that transparency, for me, I value that very much. Also, they release new collections of their jewelry every Friday in small batches, and that's to ensure high production standards and to eliminate excess waste. And so again, they are very committed to the environment and keeping things very sustainable and reducing their carbon footprint. So I got these three pieces. I got these cute earrings as well as this necklace and this ring right here. And I really like these because I'm trying to get back into like my jewelry game. For a while, like for a long time, I haven't really worn a lot of jewelry because I just have bad luck with it. I somehow lose it, especially as a teenager, but I'm working on being better. And I really think Ana Luisa is a great place to start when you're trying to step up your jewelry game, knowing that you're going to have authentic jewelry, knowing that you can also keep your jewelry in cute pouches because they ship them in really cute pouches. And so I think that that's going to be really great for anyone, and you can dress it up, dress it down. So if you'd like to shop these really cute pieces, you can use my link below for 20% off their summer sale. And these pieces start at $39, and like I said, will go with so many different looks. So check out my link, and I'll also link it in the description box. And yeah, so thank you so much, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring this video, and let's get on to it. All right, so Aaliyah is finally back to stream on streaming services, but are we allowed to celebrate? So that's my question. Are we allowed to? So if you haven't heard the news, Aaliyah's full music catalog, as well as JoJo, Tank, Toni Braxton, Timbaland, and Magoo, all of their music catalogs will finally be able to stream on all streaming platforms thanks to Barry Hankerson, who was Aaliyah's uncle and owner of the record label. Oh my gosh, this Barry Hankerson, every time I say his name, I just can't even like stay serious. Owner of the record label, Aaliyah was signed to Black Round Records. So again, Aaliyah's estate, so most notably Rashad and Diane, are not too happy about this. So this is the statement that was posted on the official Aaliyah Instagram and Twitter account. And so we all know that this is Rashad. And so basically, I just feel like this is very long-winded. And since the fans don't really know what's going on, I wish he would just come out with it and just be honest and just say, this is what's happening, that's what's happening. He's speaking in parables, like, come on. So again, Barry Hankerson is very slimy, corrupt man, but we're gonna get more into that. So Rashad posted on the official Aaliyah Instagram basically stating that people have been leeching off of Aaliyah's legacy for years, and he's upset that he was not put in the loop. So what I'm assuming from his statement, by the way, I had to read Rashad's statement at least twice. Like, I remember I was talking to Tony Turner, so shout out to Tony. Hey Tony, how you doing? I read the statement and I DM'd it to him and I was like, I don't get it. Tony, translate. I was like, translate for me. I don't understand this. And then after reading it again, I was like, oh, so he's upset. And here's my thing. I understand from what Rashad has told us. I understand where Rashad's coming from. Okay, I get it. That's your sister. You've been trying for years to fight for her music, fight for her legacy, fight for just really Aaliyah's rights that she's not able to express on this earth. So I understand that you're fighting for your sister. You want your sister's legacy to be at the greatest state. But then you have your snake uncle who's just going to all of a sudden be like, okay, time to release the music. I know it's been like 20 years, but like, it's fine. You know, everything's fine. Like, basically that's the kind of attitude that he's given Rashad and Diane. So I'd understand, like, Rashad, I'd be really angry too. I'd be pissed off too. But what really kind of gets me about it is just that I feel like they have a reason to be angry, but then at the same time, this was Barry's property, you know? This was through Barry Hankerson's label. He does have the rights over this. And so since Aaliyah didn't own her masters, nor did she write her music, their family doesn't have the rights. The family doesn't have publishing rights, I think it is. So business-wise, the family doesn't really have much of a stake. But morally, this is totally incorrect. Like, morally, Barry Hankerson is trash for just casting aside his sister and his nephew.
I love my sister.
And also, Aaliyah's father passed away in 2012, and so he's not even around to help fight for this. So it's really just up to Rashad and Diane. So I understand the frustration and the griminess and being just totally like, why do you get to earn money from my sister? She put her blood, sweat, and tears into this career. It was cut short, and you're just going to be a snake 20 years out, like later. Like, what the heck?
I love my sister.
So I fully understand, but at the same time, I kind of feel like us Aaliyah fans, we've been waiting for so long for Aaliyah's music. We've been waiting for years. I mean, ever since I really started to get into her, like I knew her, but I wasn't always into her like that, if you know what I mean. So when I finally really got into her, we've been waiting for years. And when you think about it, this kind of leads me to how the estate has just been handled over the years. So I feel like Aaliyah's likeness and image has not really been properly taken care of by the estate. And I understand that Rashad in particular has been trying. You know, they had the Mac line, they had the statue. What is it? The wax figure? That's what it is. The wax figure. And everything like that. So I get that they've been trying, and the boombox and the Funko Pop, but these aren't really things that are gonna, like, I mean, except the wax figure. I just feel like the Mac line I heard wasn't even that great. The boombox is a boombox. The Funko Pop, like, I didn't even really know what Funko Pops were. Maybe I'm just completely out the loop. Don't roast me for that, but I just feel like, and also the shirts, like the Aaliyah estate t-shirts that are kind of just like the same, you know, couple pictures on her shirts. I just feel like the estate has not been handled in the best way possible. And I understand that a big chunk of Aaliyah's legacy is her music, you know what I'm saying? But I just feel like more could have been done throughout the years to support her legacy and to really just be greater with her likeness. And a lot of comments I got on a video that I did about this a couple of months ago, my first video, Why Doesn't the Industry Talk About Aaliyah? Fun fact, I'm wearing the same I'm wearing the same shirt. I just realized I'm wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in that video. Anyway, so like in that video, I was talking about how like I just feel like there more could be done. And I got comments saying, well, that's their daughter, that's their daughter, that's their sister, that's their daughter, that's their sister, that's their this, that's their that. So it's like they're not entitled. And it's like, I get it. They don't have to like really talk to us about Aaliyah. And I'm not saying that they need to talk about Aaliyah every day or TV needs to talk about her every day. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that it's like, at the end of the day, Aaliyah was a star. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you are a brother or a mother or whoever, and you have a relative that is in the industry, her life isn't just her own. Even Aaliyah acknowledged this in her 106 in Park interview, her last one she did with AJ and Free. Like, she talked about how, like, I get it that as a public figure, some of my life is going to be, you know, to the public, and that's fine, but there's a part of my life that I want to keep private.
Wait.
I'm gonna leave it.
So
at
you have
that.
a boyfriend in your life?
It's personal life. That's
personal?
the personal life.
No.
I don't really discuss it. It's
You
hard
know,
when you're in this business. You become a
can't
public
talk about
figure.
it.
You know what I mean? And everything you do belongs to the public, and that's fine. But there's parts that you want to keep for you.
To
You know what I mean?
yourself.
So
That's
I keep
good
that
for you
me.
that you're doing
They got
that.
me
That's
asking
dope.
Which is totally, in fact, that's, I think personally, the 100% the way to do it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, she's a big star. She's your daughter, but she's also a big star. And she impacted so many different people, and she did so many different things. So while I understand the frustration, while I understand the fact that that's her daughter and that they're grieving, absolutely, they have every right to grieve. But that's just what I'm trying to say, that again, at the end of the day, her legacy, it's bigger than just being your family member, if that makes any sense. That's why I feel like this whole situation is probably going to motivate Rashad to put more pedal to the metal regarding her legacy, because really it's been the fans that have been uplifting and keeping her legacy alive. Her fans have been the one that have been like putting up all these fan pages, putting her videos in high definition, doing all this stuff, doing all this digging, doing all this. Like, her fans have been the reason why Aaliyah's name and legacy has still become so strong. And that's what I was trying to say in my last video. They talk about Aaliyah, but it's not to an extent that's like, oh, she really was kind of a pioneer for a certain kind of style. She really heavily inspired so many different people. That's what I was trying to say in my last video. And some people were trying to say, oh, you're too young, blah, 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 blah. Again, for the people that were trying to say that I was too young to talk on this topic, I don't think y'all didn't watch the video, and it's obvious, because I was talking about how, again, why doesn't the industry celebrate her more than they do? Like, they'll acknowledge her, but it's not to, like, even her friends from back in the day, like, they'll just say, happy birthday, Aaliyah, or, oh, I miss you, Aaliyah, and that's it. Oh, well, do you have a story? No. Well, isn't there something funny she did? No. Her her favorite, no, I don't know anything, leave me alone. Like, that's the attitude. It's like, no, okay, happy birthday to her, done, end of story, don't bother me again. Like, that's literally the energy.
No.
And that was my question. Why is the energy like that? But again, I digress. I'm not about to talk about all what I was talking about in my other video. You can watch that if you'd like to. I'll leave it up here. But again, I'm not about to go into the whole thing again. So moving on. So Barry Hankerson, again, is trying to revive Blackground Records and is doing tons of promo. And I gotta give it up to Blackground Records 2.0. They're doing a lot of great promo for Aaliyah. I mean, they have a whole billboard in Times Square. They have like billboards all over the country. I even think there's a billboard in London. They're doing really great with the promo, and I wish I could go to NYC, but I'm like 3 hours away from NYC, so you know, I can't go over there, but not right now anyway. But I think it's super cool, and I think is really taking a lot of people back to a time when Aaliyah was alive and when she was really moving up the ranks. I think this is pretty nostalgic for a lot of people. Again, I was like 3 or 4 at the time when she passed away, so I wouldn't really, obviously I wouldn't know that time, but I think it probably takes people back to a time, you know, where things were simpler, where things were cooler, where things were just, you know, better. So I think that that's really cool and just really sweet. So Barry did an interview with Billboard saying that he hasn't spoken to Diane in a while, but that he did contact her about the distribution deal with Empire. He had with Empire, although the estate claims that they were left out of that deal. So apparently, I guess the representative for Aaliyah's estate is saying that Rashad and Diane had no idea about the distribution deal. Barry's saying he contacted them and they didn't answer. So there's a bunch of he said, she said back and forth, and I want the story to come out, and I really want Rashad and Diane to talk about it. Because like I said, that statement Rashad gave was kind of like passive aggressive, and I'm just like, say it with your chest. At the end of the day, this is your sister, you're fighting for something here, just say it with your chest, call him out and give the story. I just feel like Aaliyah fans, after all this time, after all the work they've done to help uplift her legacy, I feel that Aaliyah fans deserve to hear it straight from Rashad. Barry already went on Billboard and publicly spoke, so Rashad should too. I feel like they really should. But my thing is, I feel the reason why Diane won't speak is probably because there's just so much controversy with Aaliyah. Especially, I hate to bring this up, but the R. Kelly stuff. So maybe she just doesn't want to deal with all that mess that is coming with that. I mean, I think she feels really guilty. I think she feels like guilty for like trusting Barry. I think she has a lot of guilt regarding like allowing her brother to handle her daughter's career. I think she has a lot going on with that. But like I said, I'm kind of tired of the In the Shadows act. You know, I'm tired of like them not really like saying their piece and really making things straight. I just feel like it'd make things so much easier, because really, when you think about it, this has been something 20 years in the making. I mean, her last album, Aaliyah's posthumous album, was released in 2005. And so it's 2021. And so that's 16 years. So really, for the past 16 years, I think the fans have been very much in the dark with Aaliyah, her legacy, and everything like that. So I just wish they would come out and just say with their chest. Again, Rashad's over here speaking in parables with that post. Just say it with your chest. I think he should at least go on Instagram Live or do something, but who knows. And so Barry Hankerson felt that he wanted to do all this because he saw a post on Aaliyah's official Instagram account talking about how they want to get her music out there. And so he saw that as the green light to get this stuff going.
I really got my cue that my sister was ready to put the music out because she said so on the internet. I would have never dreamed that's the way I would have heard it. But she said it's time to put the music out.
Despite not hearing from Diane or Rashad themselves or himself. And so basically, I think he's just saying that as a reason to support him doing this without their blessing. I think this is like he's like rationalizing it, like, oh, well, they posted that they wanted this out. And so I think that's his way of trying to make it seem like it was the right thing to do, which is, again, I don't know, just crappy. There we go. It's just crappy.
I love my sister.
Like, it's terrible. And again, Barry's trying to revive his dead career, and he's using his dead niece to do it. That's what he's doing. He's using his dead niece to revive his struggling career. I mean, we've had Gladys Knight come out against him, Toni Braxton, JoJo. I mean, so many people have come out about this man and his evil business practices and how he's spiteful and how he's all these things. So he's clearly trying to revive his dead career, knowing that Aaliyah brought him the most bacon. This is what he's going to do. And what better way to do it than to do it right before her 20th death anniversary, okay? Like, they're gonna release the album on Friday, August 20th. I'm recording this on August 17th, I think it is. And so he's doing this for the publicity, he's doing this for the money, and I think it's a shame that he's not going to involve his sister and his nephew in the situation. I think this is really slimy and terrible, and now he's trying to put on this new girl named Autumn. I don't even know her name, I don't know who she is, but she's basically the first lady of Blackground, so I don't know if her parents just don't care about her or something like that, but why would you put your daughter on to Blackground Records after Barry's track record? Like, why? Just why? So it is what it is. I think they're going to try to make her the next Aaliyah, but you know, we'll see, I guess. How did they meet? Like, how did Barry and Autumn meet? Like, this guy has not really been in the public eye. I mean, we've been trying to find Barry Hankerson for like forever, and all of a sudden he just pops up with this Autumn girl. Like, I don't, like, how did they meet? How did it happen? How long has this really been in the making? I think these are all questions that I want to know about. Like, I want to know the answer to these questions. So, yeah. So, as I said before, Aaliyah didn't own her masters or have publishing rights. So, as much as it sucks business-wise, the family doesn't really have any stake in this. I definitely think if Aaliyah was alive, she would have fought for her masters. I definitely don't think she would have left it in her uncle's hands for as long. So, it's really sucky, and again, like I said, it just goes to show that Barry Hankerson is a snake, and I don't think he really, like, truly valued his family and appreciated them like he should have.
I love my sister.
So again, like I'm saying, the family's not going to be making any money from these releases, as JoJo came out and said that she's not going to be making any money from this re-release, and that everyone should stream her 2018 re-recordings of her music. I think that's really sad. It's like, you're telling people, well, I'm not going to get any money from this. It's like, it's just so grimy, but it's like at the same time, Aaliyah's fans have been starved of her catalog, so it's like you're kind of putting the fans in a rock and a hard place, and that's where I kind of look at both sides of the argument, and at the end of the day, y'all are putting the fans in the middle of this drama, and it's frustrating because the fans don't even have the full story on what's going on. So it's like, if you pick a side, it's like you're kind of picking a side, but you know in the back of your mind that there's more to it, and then you start feeling cognitive dissonance because you're like, oh well, I see it from Barry's point of view, but what about Rashad and Diane? And oh, I see it from Rashad and Diane's point of view, but Barry, it's like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. I want to know if you guys are going to stream Aaliyah's music. I definitely will, but we can still support Aaliyah's memorial fund. We can still support the Aaliyah estate. So I highly encourage you guys to check out their website. Go to the official Aaliyah Instagram, get to the official website and support them that way. You know, I think that that's like the least fans can do. You know, if you are feeling guilty about streaming it, or if you're feeling in the middle, you can still support the official Aaliyah estate. And so I think that will make a huge difference. So again, that's just my thoughts on it. It's a very messy situation. Hopefully Rashad or Diane come out and speak, but who knows if they will. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching this video, and I also want to draw your guys' attention back to the Ana Luisa jewelry. Again, here's my link right here, so you can shop, and the pieces start at $39, and again, you can use it for so many different cute looks, just like I've done in this video here. So I hope you guys enjoy that sale. You can get 20% off. And yeah, again, let me know what you think about this whole debacle. Let me know what you think about this mess. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.